Hello, all you beautiful people. I'm Megan Benanti. Thanks for joining me on Rise and Shine. So, if you've never been to my channel before and you're new here, I'm a psychic. I've been doing this over 20 years as my full-time job, and I do intuitive readings. So, that's kind of how I roll with all this. I do tap into traditional meanings as well, but part of what I do is trusting my gut. So let's see what we've got for our charms today. Okay, we have a pretty pink unicorn, or she's silver unicorn, but she has pink stars. So that's one charm. We have a shield. No, it's a chest plate for a knight. So the protective chest plate in the coat of armor. And we also have a nice, a cute cow, so who is ready to be milked. So you're gonna pick the unicorn, the chest piece from the armor, or the cow. And I'll do a reading for each, and that'll correspond for where you are in your life. So I'm gonna read for the unicorn first, and let's see what we've got for you guys. Okay, so this is honoring that you're kind of in a down cycle right now. Perhaps things are slowing down. Sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, though, it's like they're spinning out of control and we can't really keep up. So, you know, I just know that it's like there's a lot of pressure to get things going for you at the moment. And this is really coming up so much on an internal, personal level for you. It's like, it's kind of like feeling like everything's against you. And I'm sorry, I don't mean that literally, but it's like, you know, sometimes you go to the store and the lines are long and somebody's rude to you and it's like, oh my gosh, why is everything so hard right now? This is that kind of energy. But what I'm seeing too is there's something internally inside of you that needs to be worked through. Something is coming out that you've got to get a deeper understanding of. And I know this is not fun stuff, but think about it. You picked the unicorn, the magical creature. So that's part of yourself. You can do this. Your work, I feel like you're learning something new here, or you're new in this position. It's funny, she doesn't look super excited, but she is intrigued. She's interested in what's going on. And there's learning, you know, it's embracing things in a way that you haven't before. So it's being curious. And curiosity is such an important thing because that's when we learn and grow. So I do feel like you're tapping into that in your work life. For whatever reason, part of this energy is moving in and will continue to be there through autumn. So if you're kind of learning, you know, a new program or project or something in work, I feel like that's going to continue to develop to fruition. And also naturally, like, this is a good fit for you as well. So that looks really positive. Now, personal life, there is a sense of you for breaking away from tradition. This could be thinking about a divorce. It could be also maybe creating a separation with your parents if you're moving off to college, or breaking free from them in some way, shape, or form. And part of that is going to be boundaries. And, you know, we all need to build boundaries with our parents. It's one of the hardest things we do, because our parents generally don't have great boundaries with us. And so it's a difficult system to navigate. But I think for you right now, this break away from tradition is actually a good situation. It can be wanting to be a little more free, a little more independent, a little more non-traditional. Also, I do feel like you need to be thinking a little more deeply. And so this is kind of growing up a little bit and taking some responsibility. There might have been an area recently where you've been kind of lacking on responsibility. And you know what that is if this is the case. And I don't know why you're doing it. I feel like you're just you don't want to deal with it, more or less. And it's like, this is life. We do have to deal with it. We can put things on the back burner for a little while, but if we wait too long, we're going to either, you know, mess things up or miss the opportunity altogether. And I feel like right now, this is like fermenting on the back of your head. Like, I got to get to this. I don't want to, but I need to do this, but I don't want to. And like, just get it done, get it over with. You'll feel so much better. But I definitely feel like you're in a good phase as far as development and growth and seeing what you need to see. Just don't fight it if you're putting something on the back burner. Okay. And then spiritually, you're growing up. You're focusing on manifesting now. You're really excited about this. And it's like, oh my gosh, I manifested this. What can I manifest now? And, you've got all this potential and energy. I feel like you're ready to embrace life in the spiritual realm. But also, one of the things that I want you to be aware of is you've got to take the bad with the good. So, we always focus on what we want when we manifest and the positivity of that. But usually there is a neutral side there that we also have to acknowledge and appreciate. And so for you, I want you to focus not only on the good stuff, but it's like, when I'm asking for this, what am I willing to give up to have what I really want? And that's that kind of neutral or the opposing force. So like, if we want to have a joyful relationship, what do we have to give up to have that joy, to manifest that joy? And sometimes it's holding on to a belief system that doesn't work anymore, or feelings about somebody else that we keep lingering in the back of our mind. And so I want you to think about what you need to let go of. But I do see a lot of strength and power coming in this. And honestly, you have 3 major arcanas out of 4 cards. So you're definitely going through some pivotal soul change. And, with that unicorn energy, you've got the magic. You've got this. So trust yourself and keep rolling on through. Even though you've been in a difficult spot, honestly, the more that I read these cards, I feel like you're coming out of that already. So it's like you're at the edge of the forest. You just didn't know it yet. So that's a good thing. All right, now let's take a look at our armor, chest of armor. And it's decorated ornately, and it has a cross on it, so it represents the Crusades, probably. Although God knows there were so many religious wars, and still are, unfortunately. It seems counterintuitive to me, but that's how the world rolls. Okay, so, if you have any armor, you're kind of expecting things to get worse, and you're right on target for that, honestly, that you haven't gotten out of the hard stuff yet. It's still a little bit difficult and thick and gnarly, and you're gonna have to work through this. And I know you wear that chest of armor that protects both the heart chakra and the solar plexus. So think about, are you having any pain or difficulty in either of these chakras? What are they trying to tell you by either having shortness of breath or pain or cramps? I want you to think about that and what your body's saying to you. Or because they're telling you when they hurt, it's like, I need you to pay attention to this area. It might be something simple like, dude, do not put ice cream in me. It gives me cramps. I cannot handle dairy. That's a pretty strong, easy message. But it might be something more like, when you talk to this person, you give me heartache. So, think about what your body's saying to you. Right now, if you continue on the way you are, it's going to continue to be more difficult. So maybe there's room for change. And you know what, inevitably there is always room for change. So that's a good thing. Work fast, furious, you're on it, you're staying on top of everything you need to do. There's a lot going on. I know it feels a little crazy, and it's almost like things could slip through the cracks pretty easily right now because it's a lot on your plate. There is a calling here to write things down. If you're a writer, obviously you're going to be writing things down. If you're not a writer, I want you listing things out, because I do feel like you're kind of on edge. There's a lot to get done and you don't want to lose anything, or have it fall through the cracks, so to speak. So just be really dynamic and on top of your game and adapting to the changes there. I know there's some big stuff coming in the background that feels a little bit like, oh my gosh, is this going to be, how is this going to impact my life at work? It feels tough, it feels big. And yet, you know, these things could shift by the time it kind of gets near your energy. So if you're dealing with any anxiety at work, I want you to kind of like live in the present and don't let that feed in right now, because things might really dissipate before it feels like that storm is going to hit you. Personal life. This is the part that I feel like you're really struggling with too. I don't think work is a struggle so much, maybe some anxiety, but personal life, I feel like you don't know where to go with this. You're not trusting your gut. Maybe there's a betrayal or a lack of loyalty that's happened here. If that's the case, it's been a long time coming. It was really building up. And I think you just kept refusing to see it. And now that it's staring you in the face, you're like, it was there all along. I just didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to believe this would happen to me. And here it is. And so now it's like you don't even know how to start your life over. And that's a hard place to be. And what I want you to do is just kind of sit with the hurt right now and know that it will dissipate over time. But right now it just needs to hurt. And you don't have to take any action. So just be in this moment. It is zero. It's a zero, that fool energy, but it's also saying you don't need to move forward. You can be present and just be here and be still. You're not going to mess anything in the world. I think things will still life will still go on, even if you're kind of in the, just kind of being quiet internally. Now in the spiritual realm too, there's a sense of, you know, feeling again betrayed, the injustice of life. It's like, you know, God, if you exist, why is this happening to me? And we know in the spiritual realm that, you know, it's not about that. These are lessons that we choose to learn. But our egos are fierce and strong and powerful, and they want to have purpose and be validated and have meaning and feel loved. And so when we feel betrayed, it's like the whole world is against us, and the pain is really deep here. And it's going to take time to heal, and I do feel like you're going to get through this. I feel like work is kind of a good distraction for you, and that when you're home, that's when you're suffering the most. So I want you to allow yourself to let go of your expectations for the time being. Really do some journaling. Try to continue to process this and heal this. I know you're not feeling particularly grounded about anything right now, and your world is changing really dramatically. So, you know, I can see why you wear that armor. This is protection, because it does hurt. And, you know, just take a moment and be raw and do your writing, and I guarantee you'll come out of the other side of this. Just give it some time. Read a book that might help you on your nurturing and healing journey. Those things can be helpful. If you need one, if you're like, well, where do I look? Look on my website, tarodallas.com. I just have it says reads, because I haven't written any books, so I just put reads up there. But they're all the books that I love, and I have them kind of categorized so you can see if one connects for you. But they've been really influential for me. Okay, so I'm sorry you're going through this. Our night people, the armor. And let's take a look at our cows for this week. So, and we think about cows. Multifunctional animal. They're so darn sweet, and they can be really cute, especially the brown cows with the big dark eyes. Oh, so sweet looking. But you know, they provide our dairy products, our milk, our sweet ice cream. They provide meat and nutrition for us. You know, they're really a cool animal, and you know, we probably don't honor them enough, really. So let's see what we've got for our cow people. Ooh, okay. Well, interesting. So, and you know, a cow is always going to be female because the male is a bull. And first up for you, we've got King of Cups. So I do feel like, you know, you've got to focus on a relationship here that is someone that is emotionally sensitive. Ooh, I feel like there's a lot of physical passion with this person. You like the idea of him being inside of you. Sorry, that's how I see it. And so that is connecting here. For those of you that are men, I feel like you're ready for a relationship. You're open, you're connected, you're looking for someone that makes sense to you, though, that shares the same likes. And I feel like you're being very open to how you might meet this person. So trying different modalities and kind of putting your feelers out there to look for someone. So that seems to be a really positive place. And, you know, we think about the cow. So, you know, that would be someone that you would want to marry, to be a mother of your children, a nurturer by nature. That's part of that energy. Again, if you're female, you're looking for the kind of man that you want to connect with and be married to. And, you know, because the cow she is the mother. And she's always representative of a nurturing, mothering animal. Work. Dang, you are rocking it out at work. I feel like there's either promotion or a new job, but you have landed it and you are up to the next level in your life. Your work, you might even be traveling, but it's definitely looking at the bigger picture of things, and looking at expansion and how you can grow your own mind and the people working beneath you. It's cultivating that. If you were just in school, it's being done with school and ready to move up to the next grade or level. But it's expansion and really thinking like, you know, I've got this and I'm going to take on a new challenge because I am very capable now. So the energy for this is really beautiful. Love it. Okay, now personal life. Ooh, that's interesting. So I had King of Cups, now I have Queen of Cups, but she is in reverse. So if you're female, there might be a part of you that is feeling a little less open emotionally, a little more sensitive to things right now. We might also be looking at your cycle is coming on right now. And so, you know, when we have our period, that is an internal time for us. It is being a little more private, a little more reclusive. It doesn't have to be so much outward energy. And so that's part of this as I look here, because I feel like we're going inward emotionally. Some of you are going to be dealing with a difficult woman or a difficult mom. If that's the case, I'm definitely feeling that this person is being overly emotional and perhaps demanding. And one of the things I'm feeling for you with the cow is that you don't need to take care of them. You don't need to placate them and to calm them down. It is not your job or your responsibility to make this person happy because they are not willing to make them happy themselves. So, and I know that's super difficult. And as women, we're so often pleasers. But I guarantee you right now that is not a good thing for you, and it's time to start setting boundaries in that area. And this person is, she's not oblivious to knowing she has a bad mood, but she is a little bit unaware of how that affects other people. I also feel like she's being a little over controlling of her partner. So, you know, she's keeping him close. Again, she sees this as a marriage type. But right now I feel like she needs to kind of loosen the reins. So this is you, or this is someone you love. Have that conversation, or think about it a little more deeply, because I feel like this is a good guy. He's not going anywhere. I just want you to not, you know, lash out just because you're having a period. Because, you know, I mean, that is part of what we go through, is that the hormonal changes. But honor the fact that you might need a little more alone time or space, and instead of clinging, just take that time. Okay, so I'm not so much connecting for you in the spiritual realm, cow people. It's much more like there's a lack of exercise right now, and not really sure what your next move is going to be in the physical realm. So even if you are exercising or working out, I feel like it's time to change things up, to get a new rhythm, a new pattern, try something different. There's some real boredom. It's been traditional for a long time. It's like, okay, you need to reinvent the wheel and have some fun with your exercise routine, and kind of break up the monotony, and perhaps also be around new people. You know, I think part of it is you have relationships with the people that you are exercising with, or on a team with. But I'm also seeing that that is, you know, it's okay to be open to something new and some change and something different there. I do think this will be really great for you, and it'll also help to navigate some of the moodiness in your personal life right now. So just be flexible and adjust. Congratulations on the job situation. You've got that. That looks good. And that's it. So I hope this has helped you guys this week. Please let me know if you have any questions you want me to tackle. You know, outside of charm reading, I've got, you know, I look at specific questions. Anything else you want to reach out to me for on Instagram, you can message me. You can leave me a comment below. I'm open to ideas, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.